Thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Touchdown Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Manning. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's in open space downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Can't get him to the ground. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside of the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
No 1st down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk up to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
7, Missouri, 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Tosses it incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Sure this kickoff team covers it well and I get back that last score.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. He makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Terry. It's a seam wide open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
This one's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Wants to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. He makes the catch. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got him. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Time to take a shot. Looking for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Turning on the Jets. He's loose. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. Got enough for the first. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Makes it past the marker. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, this ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Got the first down and more. Got some room to run. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Manning. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory.
Ready, fight.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
In football, you hear the term, don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
In the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pass is incomplete. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Manning. He's gonna throw deep right side. He's got it along the sideline. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Oh, a lot of space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Looking left. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Snags it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They want that clock to run. Plows through the defense. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped. 15. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Manning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll leave it with him. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Go to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these fake. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Powers through the defender. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Got it, looking for a first. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. And they couldn't cut in with the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it go. It's caught downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The jet sweep pass. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bound to the back. Place to be tackled immediately.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going over the top. He's got it down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
They just keep firing. The screen, he can go. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Manning. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Will open from the 15. Making side adjustments here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the... A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Moore. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Wide open spaces. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his... And the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The hand to the running back. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll ride the hot hand. Crosses the 40. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Terry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He might want another play. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. And into the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Terry. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll give it to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's taking the shot. Makes a grab deep. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he makes the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Gets it to the back. Sweet cut. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Got a man. It's Hardy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Finds a little space. Lots of running room. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Pulls it in. It's Hardy. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Looking to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll keep it himself, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He's got it down the middle.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on third down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Might be calling a hot route. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Right on target this time. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. He wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This for the lead and very likely the win. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot. Puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big